E aí, pessoal, agora a gente tá voltando aqui para mais um capítulo de Sherlock Holmes, né? Capítulo 1, né? Eu não sei se vou jogar os próximos, né? Tudo depende de como é que o vídeo vai prosseguir. Se tiver bastante comentário, ou algum comentário, né? Conto com vocês. Eu parei na última parte, entrando na galeria para ajudar o Vogel, né? Eu nem sabia que era o Vogel. O de cabelo... Aquele cara, o cara lá do último vídeo, né? Aí o que aconteceu? Eu tenho uma teoria que ele... Sim, não sei porquê, né? Às vezes não tem nada a ver. Mas eu tenho uma teoria que ele vai ser o Moriarty. Sei lá, chuto eu, né? Não sei se parece ele aqui, né? Mas eu chuto que pode ser que seja o Moriarty. A gente vai ajudar ele aqui na galeria, né? Descobrindo o que aconteceu, né? Tá legal.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
É no subsolo.
Back home we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Tá.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Só vamos relembrar que, como é que tá a situação do caso, né? Convite, vandalismo. Joe e eu descemos ao porão da exposição de Vogel, onde as obras de artes prominentes estão fechadas ao público. As salas são separadas pelos nomes dos artistas. Ele desceu as escadas, mas não conseguiu verificar totalmente. O quarto de Y. Franco. Opa. Não, pera. Bom, primeiro aqui.
Old and hasn't been used for a long time.
Não utilizado há muito tempo.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Opa, pegadas, pessoa
Closed with a
manca.
metal bolt.
Arranhões frescos.
Footprints. Size.
Pegadas
9 and a
tamanho
half.
41. Parece que alguém desceu aqui, né? Arranhões com limalha de imã. Pode ser que a pessoa desceu. Aí... O que tem aqui? Só deixa eu confirmar. O que ele falou?
Old and hasn't been used for a long time.
Antigo e não utilizado há muito tempo. É. Aí a pessoa é uma pessoa manca, né?
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Tá. Aí a pessoa deve ter saído por aqui.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
Tá. Ligeiramente movido. Por que a pessoa ligeiramente... Ah! Pode ser que ela tava procurando algo. A vela? Não, aqui ó.
A handprint of the thing from another world. Thus it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Ela abriu a escotilha e moveu ali, né?
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately. the parasites of creativity? Or just a reflection of the artist's Saturn devouring his sun? A grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
Tá, e como é que o cara saiu?
A Malpalbot.
Não, tem mais alguma coisa aqui.
A Malpalbot.
Aqui, ó.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
Molduras estão vazias.
Sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
Tá. Já criamos aqui o Palácio da Mente, né? Caixão com esqueleto que havia sido ligeiramente. Na tampa do caixão, alguém havia deixado uma marca de mão carvão. A escotilha na sala de Franco estava destrancada, mas lá de dentro encontramos arranhões recentes com uma limalha de imã. Dentro da escotilha, alguém deixou pistas de pegadas. Na trilha de pegadas, o carvão foi deixado no chão da sala. Curta aqui à direita, indica uma pilha de cinzas de pinturas queimadas. Mas uma das molduras parece estar vazia. Nas proximidades encontramos uma bituca de cigarro metal com a impressão digital de carvão. Fumante de banco. Bom. Vamos lá, Watson, John. Agora é a sua vez de trabalhar. Tá. Eu acredito. Aqui. Vamos ver as opções. Pera.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Deixa eu confirmar uma coisinha. Cadê meu amigo? Aqui. Intrigado, amigável, artista alemão. Tá. Só pra tirar, vai que aparece manco. Tá, continuando onde a gente tá. Tem a opção do cara saindo e a opção do cara botando a bota. Por enquanto, né? Ó, o cara saiu mesmo e derrubou a pá, né? Aí eu ia aqui. Ele... Não. Faz sentido. Se for ligeiramente movido, alguém deitou, né? O cara podia ter deitado para experimentar a arte. Bituca de cigarro. Será que é isso aqui? Pera. Pelo nome dos artistas imorais. Encontrando um caixão que havia sido ligeiramente movido. A tampa do caixão que havia deixado uma marca de monte de carvão. Uma escotilha na sala estava trancada. Mas do lado de dentro encontramos arranhões recentes com... Esses arranhões que eu fico pensando, por que teve arranhões? A esquerda é mais curta que a direita. Vapor. Onde?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Então não faz sentido. Ah não, mas aqui ó. Pode ter sido o... Agora sim.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor.
Sim.
Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Então, de onde descemos... Espera, o que tem que fazer agora? É só falar com o cara, né? Mas esse daí, ó, comparado com o que a gente já... Comparado com o que a gente já pesquisou, esse daí não foi difícil.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about excess, yes?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
O caso foi trivial.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
Sobre o ladrão, sobre a invasão.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Tá. E também menciona ser Mercúrio é uma pessoa proeminente. Vou ter que procurar sobre esse Mercúrio. Sobre esse Mercúrio. Como é que eu tô de... Ah, tô pobre. Como é que eu estou de dinheiro? Precisava de... História de Cordona. Tá, vamos ver. Arquivo de jornal ou prefeitura? Vamos procurar primeiro uma pessoa proeminente. Vamos procurar um negócio de jornal. Pra ver se a gente acha alguma coisa. Porque eu não acho que vai ser na prefeitura, né? Será que é na prefeitura? Vamos tentar. Vem, né? artista. Cidade Velha. Proeminente. Celebridade. Nossa, de primeira. A briga entre artistas esgotado. Semana passada trouxe-nos um novo escândalo em relação à chamada superior sociedade artística local. Tudo começou com a lotação esgotada denominada por artistas locais como a dança da imoralidade. O diretor de uma editora, Darren Terrick, o Leão, interrompeu o idílio atirando uma cadeira em um artista, Bonifácio Mercúrio. Como o Sr. Terrick afirmou mais tarde, ele assim fez porque o Sr. Mercúrio trouxe a desonra para seu nome. Lembra que o leitor recentemente que o Sr. Mercúrio foi visto com a Sra. Terrick em uma cafeteria. Posteriormente, o maestro Kurt quebrou uma pintura na cabeça do Sr. Terrick para proteger seu amigo, o Mercúrio. Uma grande briga teve início, contemplando um grande número de clientes. Depois da briga prolongada, a polícia chegou. Todos os agressores da alta sociedade foram presos e colocados sob guarda por uma semana. Você o encontra no endereço Hermes Eve entre Scart e Olives ST na Cidade Velha. Bem, já achamos o endereço do cara. Tá, vamos ver. No endereço Hermes Ave entre Scart e Olive. Hermes Ave. Aqui. Vamos lá. Oh.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Enxerga mal, amigável. Ah, ela enxerga mal. Tá, eu tenho que me vestir como se vestiria um morador. Criminosa, marinheiro, mano, otomano. Como é que eu classifico ela? E se eu usar aquela roupa? E se eu ir assim? Será que ela... eu consigo enganar ela?
No visitors allowed.
Oh, mas aí é tenso. E assim, será que vai assim? Vou tentar mais uma vez.
No visitors allowed.
Aí vou ter que ir numa loja de roupa. Ah, tem um aqui em cima. Vamos ver se a gente acha.
Don't miss out on my Let's pick something that suits you.
Terno branco, oficial, lutador de rua, boêmio. Operário. Esse de boêmio.
Be careful with what you've taken. Don't miss out on my Let's pick something that suits you.
Por isso que tem... Ah, pera.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Olha lá, ó. Eu tô parecido com o cara, ó. Ela vai achar que é eu. Eu tô com muita aparência dele. Licença, licença. Licença. E como ela vai achar que sou ele, ela vai deixar eu passar.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah, old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake! How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
E agora? E aqui? Opa! Eita! Eu não tava esperando.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Red skin, tails on the back, reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
Eu achei o quadro.
The chest has been searched.
Baú revirado.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here.
Onde está a faca? Fibras de roupa azul.
I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
Câmera cara. Pois é, né? Não tinha nem dinheiro pra pagar o aluguel e tem uma câmera cara.
It appears the wine was truly awful. Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching. Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
Vento no pulso.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Aqui.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon. Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
Ali eu já olhei. Nossa, não me assusta, John.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Ah, pera aí. Tem bastante coisa agora. Perto da entrada da escrivaninha encontramos uma garrafa de vinho quebrada e uma moldura de... Tá. O cara já tava ali há uns 2 dias, né? Na escrivaninha, encontramos uma garrafa de vinho quebrada e uma moldura despedaçada que continha fibras de um pano azul. Gavetas abertas e digo que a escrivaninha tinha sido revirada. No chão havia uma pintura coberta de sangue. No outro cômodo ficava o estúdio de fotógrafo de Mercúrio e encontramos uma fotografia destruída dentro de um revelador. Tá bom, por parte. Aqui. O cara chegou e o outro tava revirando. Ou ele olhou, pegou. Bem, se tava revirado, bem, deixa assim por enquanto, mas não tá nada certo. É, porque ele ia fazer isso. Mas pode ter sido, ó. O cara chegou, o outro tava mexendo nas coisas dele, aí ele ficou pé da vida, né? Aí ele bateu no outro aqui, ó, e tinha a faca. Mas nesse momento o outro pegou a faca, né? Daí ele daqui se ligou da pintura e saiu correndo pra pegar a pintura, né? Só que daí ele foi acertado. Opa, essa aqui é informação privilegiada, ó. Então realmente faz sentido ele ter vindo aqui, ó. Ele veio correndo, então toda essa briga. Eu só não sei se ficou ele deitado assim. É. Não sei o que foi isso.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
Aí, ó.
Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
Caramba. Pegada desse invasor.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Eu acho que sim.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Eu acho que tem alguma coisa. Tá, mas aí ficou em aberto. Cadê de evento, tá? Apartamento.
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
É uma natureza morta do quarto de Mercúrio.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Tá faltando a... É pra mim desenhar.
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John? Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Boa, John. Tá. Do cara e dela, né? Tenha vindo procurar a foto.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Quem entrou no meu apartamento recentemente?
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp, and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
Perfeito cavaleiro.
Phew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
Ó, já foi automático. O ladrão foi ao apartamento de Mercúrio para roubar a foto, mas não encontrou e matou. Está tentando se defender. E agora? Agora eu fiquei pensando, pô, mas aonde agora que eu vou?
May I ask you something?
I'll tell you what I know, my friend.
Finalmente, finalmente. Para ser da tribo do grupo étnico de Ewe. O único lugar onde se pode encontrar o povo Ewe em Condorno está no campo de refugiados localizado sobre a Ponte Victoria, entre Escaládio e Silverton. Nossa, eu... Entre Escalário, Ponte Victoria, Ponte Victoria. Campo de refugiados. Sobre a ponte, Escaládio e Silverton. É, reto aqui. Escaládio e Silverton. Bom, eu tenho que procurar Escaládio e Silverton. É, da ponte Victoria. Opa, é aqui, ó. Eu não sei se... É algum lugar aqui, tenho certeza.
Beasts!
Vou ter que...
Murderers!
They're completely livid. Murder! Beasts!
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
Da prefeitura.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm from City Hall. They sent me to oversee the situation.
No, you're not. I'm the supervisor of the camp, and I'm the one who's handling the current situation on behalf of City Hall. Ronald Harlow at your service. Now, sir, tell me who you really are, or you'll have to explain yourself to the police. I have full authority to request they detain you.
Very well, Mr. Harlow. I am a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness on my case. Sherlock Holmes is my real name.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in, so please, step back.
Trabalha com pouca iluminação. Finge autoridade. Tenta parecer mais velha. Mão suada e estressado. Sedentário. Sapatos limpos. Mãos suadas, para trabalhar com pouco número sedentário, tenta parecer mais velho. Muito formal. Hannah é um jovem pálido escrituário que dá o melhor de si para tornar o campo de feijão que foi atribuído pela prefeitura. Ele não está muito satisfeito com tal responsabilidade, mas sempre faz coisas como manda o figurino. Então ele não tem experiência para lidar com problemas fora de sua escrivaninha. Tenta parecer mais velho, deixando seu bigode crescer. Sua pele pálida e as louças sobre ela sugerem que trabalha no escritório mal iluminado e que raramente sai. Mas seu visual está fora de contexto, gostaria do clima discordando. Suas palmas sugerem que Ronald se encontra totalmente estressado por estar fora da zona de confronto. Escreveu refugiada, mas sempre cansado demais para resolver problemas que surgem. Bigode ralo que acredita por pessoa mais séria, sua palha sugere que está cansado de seu escritório. Raramente sai, mas jogar pelos seus sapatos limpos e pouco gasto, ele não gosta de atividades.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution, and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do, and what I am responsible for, are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every City Hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the islands, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector. Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body? 0.